What's up, guys? Gaonan here, and welcome to the games portion of episode 14. In the last video, we drafted this deck, and we ended up here because we were waffling between having Fire as our second color because we got World Pyre Phoenix as our first pick in Pack 2, and we had cards like Master at Arms that were pulling us towards Justice, and it seemed like Justice was more open, so we started there, but then we saw a lot of fire cards late, thought, oh, maybe we should switch to fire since World Pyre Phoenix is such a bomb. And so we ended up with a fairly weak Combre deck because we didn't have enough playable fire cards to make that deck happen. And so by waffling between two factions, we ended up with a weak deck in both scenarios. Thankfully, we did have a pretty decent time base to fall back onto, so I'm not too upset at it, but I don't expect great things from this deck. Ultimately, its plan is to stall on the ground and win in the air or win with Sky Crew late game. Removal wise, we're pretty light, but we'll see. I think this deck will do admirably and hopefully finish off the climb to Masters for us. So without further ado, let's get into some games. This hand doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad either, so I think I'm going to keep it here just because if we redraw, we have a chance to get a much worse hand, so we'll keep this one. It definitely is going to need some help though, but we have the ability to hold the ground while we find some flyers, so I think it's worth taking this hand.
I'll find my way.
Could play Living Offering and silence Gorgon Fanatic. I think that's worth it actually. It's fine. Coach Driver is a little scary. Here we'll play Calligrapher.
Beauty and purpose combined.
And next turn we could play Bold Adventurer and Illumination Wisp if we want.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, he's gonna try and get tricks out of our hand. Thankfully we don't have anything. Yeah, I don't think throwing that in is good because he could just block with Kyrex here, so we'll just play another Bold Adventure and Illumination Wisp. Hopefully we can get Grave Tender tributed soon. I don't know why, but I really like how this card looks on the field rather than the art itself. Like the fact that it really highlights the Wisp is very cool, whereas the art, it's not, I mean, yes, it's in the center of the picture, but on the field, I think it just looks really good. So here we'll just play Town Watchman. Let's attack first just to see if he has like Violent Gust or something.
Serpents on the horizon.
So next turn I think we could attack with Town Watchman if we wanted to.
Cold.
Not anymore. So here we'll play Porter and Sky Crew.
How can I?
We could triple block this if he attacks with it. I think I'm willing to trade this here. Because then we're turning on Sky Crew and we're getting Grave Tender online as well. And we can Sky Crew this guy. That's fine. So we've got a 3-turn clock. Ooh, changey stick is not good for us. That's fine though.
Together,
Play both of these. So we need a silence effect. That's very good. Yeah, we'll take it out with Scorpion Wasp here.
Make no sound.
Happy to draw extra cards here, especially to gain more life too. Can't play them both, but we'll see what he does. That's fine, so we'll just gain a bunch of life. We're fine with taking 4 there. Don't want to tribute anything for him.
Slice and dice.
Changey stick would be bad here. Night does end at the end of this turn, so we'll be in pretty good shape. We'll trade here. That's not good. We have so many cards that would work for us here. We just need a silence effect. Where Strength of Many gets us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a pretty big pump. We can trade 2 here. Don't need that having quick draw as well. Okay, sure. He gets to scout here, which is unfortunate, but I think we had to make that block. Oh, that's really bad. Creeper is fine for us. But we are going to take some serious damage here.
Steady, archers.
Oh, he's got deadly quick draw now. I think we have to double block here. Other option is just to block there, but if I attack with this, he just trades here. If I attack with this, nothing dies. I think I just play both and try and win in the air with Purge Leader. I've got this to chump for a turn. No. Okay, so we have to kill this guy, and then chump here. And that way we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I play this, teleport, what could I teleport? Because that'd be 3, 8. So I couldn't do anything on my side of the board. That was a pretty risky all-out attack by our opponent, because if we had a trick here, game's just over. Oh man, that stinks. Never saw any of our silences. One power hand, definitely have to redraw this one. This hand actually looks pretty decent. We've got a 2-drop into Tinker, which I think will be good. Hopefully we can find some way to tribute Gravetender. And Calligrapher is good at holding the ground for us, so a slow pingy death for our opponent at this point. Showing the weakness of our deck right now. Don't think we want Living Offering to be a 4/4, so we'll bottom that. Sure.
Safe travels, friend.
That is a very good hit. We'll still just play Calligrapher on curve though.
Steady, archers.
So if I attack with Calligrapher here, I imagine he blocks with Creeper, but I'm fine with that. Other option is for him to double block with those two. Doesn't block though, so we'll just play Crown Watch Legionnaire and be pretty happy about it.
Serpents on the horizon.
Our opponent just doesn't want to block this game, which is fine by us. We could attack with Town Watchmen, but I don't think we need to. Sure. Could Finest here to save it, but I think it's just better to let it die and then play Bold Adventure and Grave Tender.
I'll find.
And we could block with Legionnaire and just gain a bunch of life. I think I kind of like that here. Could chump with Bold Adventure as well. It's fine. Man, he is really pumping these guys up.
A world to build.
Stay alert.
Just ping away in the air. He is gonna get this guy online, which kind of stinks, but we'll take it this turn. That's a good chump blocker.
How can I serve?
Thin the deck out. Hopefully find Sky Crew soon. A silence would really help too. Sure. Sky Crew is what we need.
Be redeemed.
Because now we can put this in the air and get in. Don't think we can take 13, so we'll chump here.
That's quite easy.
Oh no. Gosh dang it, twice now.
The shadow's influence lingers.
That's so bad. Okay. Oh, and I did an attack there. What am I doing? Alright, so how much do we have to put in front of this? 3, 6, 9. So we could take out 2. If we just put all this stuff in front of it, so he takes out the 3, 5 and a 3, 3. So what if we just put these in front of it? So it'd be 3, he would take out 2 3 3s, 3, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully no trick. Looks like a trick. Oh. Takes out the 3, 7, that's really interesting. If I lose out by 1, I'm gonna be pretty upset here. Twice in a row, though, that Sky Crew gets silenced, and we just lose off that. So how much can we put in front of this? Once again, you can take out 2. This, we just need to, like... This only needs 2 guys in front of it. This can get chumped. This needs a guy in front of it. So let's do this. Let's put this here and take 7. Oh no. This needs to go here. Should go there. So I take 8, go to 7. I think that's fine.
The shadow's influence lingers.
And I don't think it really matters. He's just got all the cards right now. Nothing there for you to get. Gathering Lights would be really good for us here. Not really good, but it would be a card. So if we block this with those 3, yeah, we're just dead if he A spaces. Come on. Just A space, dude. Okay, you found the line. Not surprising, this deck ended up going 1 and 3. It had some okay cards, but it just didn't have good enough, like enough powerful cards to threaten the opponent that they, you know, that by the time you were playing the cards that were going to finish off the game, like Sky Crew, that they had used up all their removal or anything like that. We just weren't threatening enough, and it definitely hurt us. So sad that we didn't make it to Masters on this one, but we can get it in the next draft for sure. We're so close to being there. We were literally 1 game away when we started this draft, so if we had just won our first game and then lost the next 3, I really wouldn't have cared, but now we've got to do another episode, so lucky you guys, more content for you. Hopefully you've learned something from this episode about waffling between 2 colors and how dangerous that is, because you can end up with just a really weak deck with just hardly enough playables. And if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Your support's greatly appreciated, and you guys have been the ones that have been pushing me on to continue creating content and everything like that. So until next time, thanks for watching and have a good one.